I'm not planning to upload this. I'm sitting on the stairs having a cup of coffee. The Masonic monument to Washington. That apartment building, that's empty. All the stuff behind it empty, visibly empty. There's an office building, nobody's ever looking out the windows. I think that's another office building. That's the Embassy Suites. That had 7 lights on today. It's a lot better than the DC Hilton and the Mayflower. And then this is the Alexandria Hilton. A couple of, and that's usually very empty. Today, of course, the lobby was filled with all kinds of people, and I saw another Balamic Japanese guy. Well, at least he's not Balamic Chinese and AZ this time. At a conference, coming out with a big Balamic smile and a bunch of wind-up toys talking about nuclear waste disposal in the back of a conference. If we really need to talk about that. Maybe we do. What's interesting to me about this is not all this stuff, which is the same old empty pretend not. But the concept of proof that there couldn't possibly be anybody home anywhere. And you're looking at it. This was Old Town. I don't know a lot about it, but there were all kinds of old houses all over the place. Rows and streets and all this, and it all got whacked down at almost the same time so that this stuff could be put up. Nobody was a holdout, evidently. And what is it again we're supposed to be believing? I know. Straight from this is the Motley Fool there. That's kind of proof that nobody's home anyway. When they came out of the woodworking, I think it was 1995. Hang on a second. It was pretty clear the market was all fake. This, we need the landscapers to come in now to show to me that what I'm looking at is absolutely wrong. I actually have to move if I want to have a cup of coffee. This is a place where my lungs don't hurt. I've been under gas attacks for 4 years. Almost every day. Usually, for the last year, basically 24 hours a day. Places I sleep, places I walk, the trains, the train stations, the buses. Won't even let me have one of my own cars I can ride around and keep the public safe. You know, assholes of Davos. They won again, didn't they? What do they have to pay to play this time? How stupid is the narrative now? That's the Motley Fool building right there on the side. And they're looking out at, I had to move because of that grounds crew. That thing's empty. One behind it's empty. Well, the one on the left actually has one light bulb. That's great. Things behind it, apartments and hotels empty. This is Old Town. Finally got pictures of it in the dark. Thank you, Jesus, or whoever put this together for me to have to walk around and endure. Clears my lungs too, they hate that. Sometimes I'm such a bonehead. The Motley Fool is now running ads for Stephen Hawking's, that's another balloon, predictions that are going to change the entire course of human history forever or some BS. They can't even look out the window and say, hey, the buildings over there, they don't have the lights on. And when they go out for lunch or come sit in the park, nothing. What good are they? Oh, they're great stock pickers. They're up 40% year over year. You know, why do I watch CNBC? Hint, it's not to look at the stock market performance of idiots who talk, is to listen to the internal logic of the dialogue. With all those buildings and all the other ones we see empty, how do I explain all this traffic and the bicyclists and the this and the that? It's not my job to explain it. It's their job to explain why I was wrong. There were 2 lights on in that building, not just one. There's one little pinhole light just to the right of the other one. It's about, I don't know, 15 stories up, something like that. Where does all this stuff come from? And why do they put so much effort into having nobody talk about the obvious? Well, you know, if you look at the land of the free as judgment, 500 years of judgment, and you look at us as being, what is it, 17 years almost on the other side, it's really easy to explain. Of course, the Masons never understood anything that was spiritual or religious, because we've crossed it all out. All they were a bunch of mean Kabbalists with secret societies, which are all wrong now that the FBI, that's the current thing of the day, had a secret society. Well, they were commies. The Masons weren't commies. What they did with the Indians, I suspect we're about to find out from those grant files, if I live that long. So we look at the empty embassy suites. You see a couple light bulbs on. I think I have about 7 today. That's owned by Hilton too. Man, they're doing a land office business compared to the DC Hilton. I'm so glad they're 1,000 new hotels. And I think that knucklehead actually said third-party capital instead of we're going deep into the hawk. That wasn't a third-party capital. I go, oh my God. Kind of like being a sanitation engineer. Unbelievable.